Hey, my beloved crypto kids, it is Mark Shepard, the singing hypnotist, the crypto trader, the hypnosis of money guy. Today we have some hypnosis happening in Litecoin. As I'm looking at it, I am seeing a couple of patterns that I really like to see and that I've been able to call correctly a number of times. And essentially we have here kind of a couple of different tops. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4 tops right here at this $47 range. And then on the other side, we have this line, this where we have tremendous support constantly moving up. This to me looks like it's going to want to pop out of this range and test this higher. It's going to want to test this one up here. Let's see if I can draw a line. Kind of right here. This is, whoops. Okay. Move that up a little bit. And stretch it. All right, so we're kind of looking that it kind of wants to go $10. There's room for it to move. And what I like about Litecoin is it's so relatively cheap compared to Bitcoin that it's a kind of a sweet deal. So to me, that's a buy signal. Let's go to the hours. And you see we are trading in a range, and you can see the range here. We again have a bunch of tops, but it's in this range. We had a big leap, not too long ago from looks like 43 up to 45. So I'm kind of looking at this. This looks like something that could move in the next days or week or so. We don't know. That's again why I like this, because I never know. And in the minutes, it's kind of down at the bottom of its little range here. So that to me is a buy. So let's see if I can buy some. I'm going to go to Coinbase. I'm going to hit refresh because I've probably been logged out. Yes, I'm going to sign in. And boom, we're in. Shabuki. I had tried buying some Bitcoin earlier with, but it didn't work. It just didn't go through. So I don't know if it was me or my card or whatever, but I'm using this card and I may have exceeded the limit, but I'm kind of bullish on Litecoin. So I'm going to do $200 worth of Litecoin, and I'm going to buy it. Boom. See if it happens. Confirm buy. Let's see if anything happens. See, I did this twice before with Bitcoin earlier and just said it was successful, but it never showed up. Never did nothing. See, this is concerning me. My recent activity here. Now let's hit refresh and see if the Litecoin shows up. Because if it doesn't, it's not. I don't know if Coinbase is down. Sometimes Coinbase goes down, right? So here's Litecoin, the 1 week, the 1 month. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if my card is not happy. So it looks like I didn't buy, but I tried. And sometimes kind of stuff like this happens, all right? So that's where I am at the moment. And I just kind of saw that and I wanted to grab it. So while I'm kind of flummoxed as to why that didn't go through, I don't know why. Let's go to Ambis here, and this is where I am now. My total invested is boom, ba-da-doom, pop that in, $3,344. And my total profit so far is $539.20. Now, it's only been a week and a day that I've been in Ambis, and it's only been a couple of days since I really kind of fully funded it. I did add some more to it yesterday. And as you can see, $538 is not bad for a week. You know, where else can you get that kind of interest? Well, there is another place, and we're going to talk about that now. This is and by the way, if you do decide to do Ambis, please remember to use my referral link. And I'm here to support you. Usually they send me your email and I'll reach out to you. And right now I have a group of really close friends who are doing this with me. One of whom is a financial planner, and he's so excited he can't sleep at night. My very conservative girlfriend actually put in $100. So if you're curious about whether this will work for you or not, the idea is to set up a Coinbase account, and I have a link for that as well. It's below this video, and I've got all my links are below this video. So you want to open Coinbase, do your due diligence there, set that all up, and then you also want to open an Ambis account, and then you're going to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin and move it into Ambis as soon as you can. All right, and I've talked about that other places, but I wanted to kind of go over to this new little project called Microhash that I'm playing with. So I want to show you something here. If you put in about $4,000 worth, let's say, let's call it 45,000 microhash. Okay, so let's do 44,000 microhash. Let's do 43,000 microhash. Let's do 42,000. Okay, so 42,000 microhash is about $4,000. Okay, this is a mining operation, right? And it's pretty new. They've been online only 16 days, right? So this is a high risk, what we call a high risk thing, but you get 10%. Actually, they're talking about 12. At this level, you get 12% profit per day. So literally, if you had $4,000 that you could put in this, you would get $504 every day. Now, you do not get this money back. It's like kind of an annuity or a contract. However, you're repaid in 8 to 18 days, depending, and you're getting $500 a day, right? So one of my plans is to take, I'm going to take about $1,000 out of Ambis at some point, and let's see what. So 50 kilohash is $6. 500 is $59. 5,000 is $586. And so let's do 10,000 is about $1,000, right? Yeah. So let's do 9. Yeah. So 9,000 kilohash is about $1,000. Okay. Let's look at that. Your profit per day there is in the 10% range. You get $108 a day. 10 to 20 days, it's paid off, and you are now getting $108 a day. As long as this operation stays in business, right? And the thing is, this is one where you literally you grab your payout every day. You don't reinvest unless you kind of want to, right? Unless you want to up your daily payment. So that's Microhash. And again, there is a link below my video if you want to check this out. This is kind of new. And again, do not invest money in this that you can't afford to lose, because this is a very aggressive, very, I think, fairly risky idea. And so I'm going to take a chunk of Ambis maybe in a week, and I'm going to slap it in here. And then I'm going to take the payout from here and put it back in Ambis and see if I can add $100 every day to Ambis to grow it that much faster. And then I may add more to this, or I may put it in Genesis mining, or there's a couple of other different ones. And again, do your due diligence, read about some of this stuff. If for me, like I'm working on profits right now that I pulled out of the Bitcoin market. I started buying $20 a day of Bitcoin. I just did a recurring buy on Coinbase. You can do that. If you go to buy, sell, there's a little thing you can click repeat this buy daily, weekly, every 2 weeks, or monthly. And I did just $20 of Bitcoin every day, and then I switched it to Ethereum, then I switched it to Litecoin. I taxed myself. I tithed to myself $20 a day. And none of my recent purchases have gone through. So something is funky. I don't know why. Okay. So back to Microhash. The thing is, you want to get some money into Bitcoin, and then you want to get it to grow. Another option is Genesis mining. And right now I'm happen to be locked out of my account because it's a long story. I tried to reset my password and I didn't do it right or something, and I've yet to hear back from customer service. But Bitcoin's kind of crazy busy right now. So, but these guys have been in business a long time. It's owned by the Winklevoss twins, who are the actual dudes who came up with the idea of Facebook. And little Facebook guy at Harvard they hired to build their social media site, and he just basically stole their idea. There's a cool movie about it. I forget what it's called, but Justin Timberlake is in it. And anyway, the guy who started Facebook is, he's not a nice guy. He's a ruthless go-getter, and that's okay. But the Winklevoss twins took their settlement from their lawsuit with him, and they started this. And so they're doing a Bitcoin mining operation up in Iceland because the electricity is cheaper and it's a colder climate, so they don't have to cool the buildings, right? And Bitcoin mining, if you know anything about Bitcoin, is all these computers that are doing all these computations. This is the network, and is the world's largest supercomputer, really, Bitcoin. And they offer, some different contracts, and this is also a kind of a sweet deal. You buy a certain contract, and then it's like you invest. It's kind of more like an annuity. You invest in it. So you would purchase a plan of gigahash or terahash or whatever, and their plans change. They have gold, platinum, and diamond starter, and these are open-ended Bitcoin mining things. And basically, you purchase a plan for $30. Let's see what their plan details are. You know what? I'm not going to go through all this because I suck at this kind of stuff. But you can go through it. But it's not as aggressive a return on your money as Microhash. Okay. So the idea for me, what I'm doing, and again, you have to find your own strategy that you feel comfortable with, is I'm kind of using Ambis and Microhash to build up my capital. And then I'm going to take chunks of it and move it to some of these other things that are a little bit more proven, a little bit more likely to still be there next year, right? That's why kind of time is of the essence. You don't want to waste a lot of time thinking about this. You want to get started with $100, get started with $20 a day, and you can get going on this, and you can pay off your debts. You can raise capital to start your business. You can, I mean, one of the things I'm using the money for is recording my music. I'm about to release a new CD, and I have like 20 more CDs I want to record. I've over 552 songs I've written at this point, and I've only recorded maybe 150 to 200 of them. And so that's my big why. I don't know what your why is. It may be to get out of debt. It may be to send your kid to college. It may be to go to college yourself. It may be so you can quit your job. Whatever it is, there are tools here. So pay attention every day. I'm going to cover one or two things so that you can handle it. So I want you to check out Coinbase. I want you to check out Ambis. And I want you to check out Microhash. There's also a company called Control Finance. And if you look in the link below, there are direct links to all of these. And the cool thing is most of them you get a discount. So this is not just you kind of helping me, but these videos are free and I'm taking a lot of time to do this because I want to support a group of people who actually want to do this. And I'm here for you. I'm here to answer questions. And I have some resources as far as the guy who, one of my mentors is available and he makes great videos and I can turn you on to him. One of my, I guess I'm calling them team members, is a financial planner. And as I mentioned before, he can hardly sleep at night. He's so excited. And he's helping me with setting me up with a spreadsheet. And the thing is, if I can do this and make a profit at it, you can too. Because for years, I didn't think I was good at math. I didn't think I was good at finances. And I had a lot of limiting self-beliefs about that. And the reason I'm calling this the hypnosis of money is because back in my last 90-day challenge, I worked really seriously on changing my limiting beliefs about money. And I teach some very advanced forms of hypnosis and something called neuro-linguistic programming, which a lot of peak performance athletes and business people are deep into. Tony Robbins kind of shit, but it's deeper. It's actually, I have a lot more training than Tony Robbins, and I've worked with clients for 20 years. And I've made massive changes to myself. And this was like one area I hadn't really done a lot of work in. And so I created a whole course called Beyond Beliefs, and I will put the link to that below here as well. And you can check out what I do and who I am, and you can see that I'm a musician. Look around my YouTube channel. And each week I'm setting up a playlist, so you can kind of go through each week or skip around if you want. And you can see the progress I've made. If you go back to my first Ambis video, on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I started with $100. And here a week later, I was like, wow, okay. I had taken a bunch of profits from my Coinbase trading and put it into PayPal. And now I'm kind of pulling it out of PayPal and putting it in Ambis and growing it. So that's my strategy. There are a lot. My friend Michael has some other strategies, and I'm teaching this to other people, and they're doing what they will with it. And that's what I like. You're on your own, except for the fact that you have a mastermind of other people who are doing it as well, so that you're not alone. All right. So if you are interested in any of this, please use the links below. Check this stuff out. Leave a comment. Reach out to me. My email is, you can find me at mark@markshepard.com. I respond to my emails, and that's it for now. So at this point, we're playing with kind of building the strategy. And I have a strategic video that I made, and I will put that link. By the way, this guy is really good, Ryan Berkness. He's my upline. And some of these other guys I've watched, this guy Trevon James has been making a lot of money. I can't watch his videos because he's just so slow in revealing what he's going to teach you, and I just get impatient. But I've watched him, crank it with Genesis mining and something called BitConnect. And again, all those links will be below this video, but I want to find my own video. Let's see if I can just do it quickly here. Mark Shepard, Hypnosis of Money, and okay, so I'm going to go to my Mark Shepard channel. You know, I have like the fastest internet and it's so slow lately. I don't know what the deal is. There it goes. Come on. Here we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go to videos. If I can click the right link. All right. So I made a strategic, my secret master money plan right here. And I'll put this link. But check this out. It's the Hypnosis of Money 4.02. And essentially, I'll just, since I have my screen here, you have dollar bills and you want to get it into Coinbase to get into Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. And then you can download a wallet. It's free. It's called Exodus. Check it out. And it has a feature in it called Shapeshifter where you can change Bitcoin into Litecoin and Litecoin into Ethereum and vice versa, or all around back and forth. And so from your wallet, then you can go to Ambis or some of these other programs. And I kind of drew out the whole plan. So we have BitConnect, we have Control Finance, we have Genesis Mining, and we have Microhash now, and some of these other things. So I will keep adding to the secret plan. And so hopefully this is helpful. If this is helpful, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And please realize that in a very short time, you can actually be making serious money and doing it intelligently. There is risk, obviously, but without risk, there's no reward. And so I highly encourage you to take charge of your finances. And if you have limiting beliefs about money, and a lot of us do, check out my Beyond Beliefs course. And again, all of that information will be down in the description below this video. You can also go to honesthypnosis.com, and I'm creating some resources pages there. I think that's it for my trading thing. Let me just wrap this up by let's go through the cryptocurrencies like I do every day. And Bitcoin is just cranking right now, and not really a good time to buy. But most people who are new will go, "Oh my God, I got to buy it now. It's gonna be too expensive to buy. I got to buy it now, right? Because it's moving. It's probably gonna hit 4,000, but it will come back. It will pop back at least part of the way, because this is what it does. And you can see there on the 1 hour, we have a nice upward trend on Bitcoin. Just a sweet ass steady frickin' up, right? But you can see on the 1 hours, there are hours when it's down a little and hours when it's up, right? So you'll want to buy it on an hour when it's down. And here's the 30 minutes. You'll want to find a 30-minute when it's down. So right now, not a bad 30-minute period, because you have this little support right here. Right here. Have that little support, and it's down close to that support. That's a good time to go for it if you're going to buy some Bitcoin. And this is just my process, and here's a 1 minute. It's down on the 1 minute, so good time. If you're going to get in now to get some, grab it, boom. For some reason, my debit card isn't working right now. And maybe that's a good thing. Sometimes I go, well, if it's not working, I'm not meant to buy it. But see, we just had a little click here on the downness. So that's how I do it. I run through the one day, the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 1 minute, and I see what it's doing. Okay. Ethereum is making a move as well. And my Ethereum is, I think I bought $100 of it on Friday. And let's see what my Ethereum's worth. I bought $100 of it on Friday, and it's now worth $113, right? That's not a huge leap, but it's not bad. Not bad. And right now I've got more Litecoin than anything else. Most of my Bitcoin I moved into Ambis. And the cool thing about Ambis, by the way, is that it's in Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, your basic amount will just go up along with the rest of the Bitcoin world, right? So that's kind of cool. I like that. You haven't switched out of it into something else and now you're screwed, right? So that's one of the things I like a lot about Ambis. All right, where was I? I was at the cryptos. Ethereum. All right, so Ethereum is up on the 1 day. You can see a steep, nice, it was up to 400 and then it crashed back. You see, every time things crash back, it's like a trampoline. It will bounce back, and it will again, at some point, it will test this high again, right? But I'm looking I'll buy more Ethereum when this has a correction, a retracement, when this move. And here's the 1 hour. It's pretty freaking steady going up. Here's the 30 minutes, pretty steady going up. Ethereum is looking pretty bullish right now. However, I wouldn't buy it right now. I would wait. I would wait till it has a little bit of a retracement. And again, it all depends on your strategy. Some people have a long-term strategy. Some people have short-term strategies. And again, if you just bought $20 of Ethereum every day, as it went up, you'd end up buying less. And when it had a retracement, you'd end up buying more. And it would just happen automatically. And when in doubt, do that. All right, so the last one is Litecoin. I'm not looking at anything else today. Just Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. We'll play with others another day. And boom, ba-doo, man. I was wide awake at 4:30 this morning thinking about this stuff. And it is addicting. All right, so Litecoin, again, I started with Litecoin, didn't I? So I don't have to do any more with Litecoin. It's at the bottom of its 1 hour range. It's at the bottom of its 30-minute range. It's the bottom of its 1 minute range. So this is a moment I would buy, but for some reason, it didn't work at Coinbase. So that's it for today. I check this every hour. I wanted to show you one other thing. I just been kind of trying to keep a log. And so at 4 p.m. yesterday, I was up $458. Okay. At 5:05, I was up 464. At 6:05, I was up 468. At 7:05, I was up 478. At 8:05, I was up 480. At 4:19 a.m. this morning, I was up $534. Okay. And essentially, I'm at $5 an hour. Every hour, 24 hours a day right now, except that continues to go up. Probably by this time next week, it'll be at least $10 an hour, right? If I keep this amount in. 6:05, it was up to 539, right? Now, interestingly enough, because of Bitcoin variations, my total amount at 419 was $3,373 worth of Bitcoin. 6:05, it was $3,348 of Bitcoin. And let's see, I don't know, the price may have shifted. Let's take this. And by the way, this is the best simple Bitcoin converter. It's called Preev, Preev.com. So let me put this in there. Oh, how is that? What did I do? I must have fucked something up. I don't know. There's something funky. I don't know what I did. Oh, it's the decimal point. Maybe I didn't copy the decimal point over. There we go. So now it's $333. So whatever amount you have in there is fluctuating. So Bitcoin may be having a little bit of a retracement. That's why going back and forth between dollars and Bitcoin can be really confusing. So anyway, that's it for today. And I want to thank you so much for your time, your attention, and for your willingness to consider that there's hope for you financially. That there is hope for you financially. And that's really important. This last week has been the most incredible week of my life because I was doing pretty well on my own with the Bitcoin thing, but finding some of these programs where I can really aggressively make it grow kind of on an automated basis, it just adds something really profoundly good to it. And so I want to encourage you to take some money. Just take a small amount of money that you can afford to lose so you can kind of get into it without a lot of attachment or worry. And start learning. Start your learning curve ASAP. There's a resource page on honesthypnosis.com for the hypnosis of money. And that's a good place to start. There's documentaries. Go to YouTube and Google Bitcoin documentaries. There's a ton of stuff. And I just started watching this and learning and kind of realizing that we are in a rare moment of history where the little guy can actually make a living fairly rapidly doing this with a very small amount of capital. You can grow it quickly. And I don't know if these conditions will continue. It's kind of like the beginning of the whole internet thing. It's kind of like the beginning of the railroads. It's kind of like the beginning of, I don't know, the printing press. It's a significant moment in history when finances are being put back into the hands of individuals, and stockbrokers and banks and governments are hopefully going to be shit out of luck at some point, okay? And you and I have the opportunity of a lifetime. So take advantage of it, pay attention, reach out to me if you have questions. I'm here to answer them, and I will keep you posted. This is my daily vlog, the Hypnosis of Money, the trading journal, the trading diary, whatever you want to call it. And my name is Mark Shepard. At the very least, open your mind and learn. Open your mind and learn. Pay attention. But don't take so long on the sidelines that your opportunity has passed, all right? I want you to really pay attention to this moment in time. And I feel this urgency to share this with my absolute best friends, and I'm getting them one after another. They're like, holy crap. They're getting on board, right? Because they're entrepreneurs. They're the people I hang out with are people who understand you got to go for it and you got to own your own experience, all right? So that's your hypnosis for today. And check out some of my strategic videos in addition to these daily trading vlogs. And again, I hold you in high regard, and I believe in you, and I believe you have the ability to achieve your dream, to live your dream. And the bottom line is, none of us get out of this alive. So why not go for it, right? That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Mark Shepard, the Hypnosis of Money. This is day 9, I believe, of my 90-day challenge. And so follow along, but put a little money in so that it really matters and you really get it. Okay? Over and out. Stop recording.